Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald and today we're going to make a winter bouquet. Now, I didn't have a lot of flowers, so I actually went to the supermarket and managed to buy a mixed bunch which had these roses and alstroemeria, and also something I've been really looking forward to is the spring flowers. So I've got some lovely tulips. So that's our flowers, and foliage wise I've got some pine, some florist pine, and some branches that I just cut from round about where I live, and also some mature ivy as well. So what I've done is I've cleaned off the bottom of the stems, I've got my vase, and now we can just put together a simple bouquet that really is just for the home, or you could give to one of your friends as a gift. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a base with our foliage and our twigs. So let's just get started. So really using my left hand really just to support the flowers, what we'll do first is add our twigs. So this is a great time of year really just to keep an eye out for materials, and that's the great thing about this time of year, is just finding materials that are a little bit different and a little bit, a little bit of a change from the summer materials. So we should really embrace that and enjoy that. And I do like the ivy actually as a foliage. I think it really makes a nice base. And we can really just work that so that we've got like 3 areas to create that base. And you'll find as well that ivy is really a good lasting material. And I don't feel bad cutting it because there's loads of it. So again, kind of 3 areas. We've created the framework with our twigs, and we can bring in our other pine really just spaced through it as a little detail. So that is essentially our foliage, but I've also got this pine which is quite heavy, and we can have that really at the base just to give a little bit of a collar for our bouquet. So I wanted this bouquet to be quite wild and free and just a little bit more interesting. So that is our bouquet, and now I'm looking for what flowers we have. Now that's a really nice rose for going kind of towards the centre. Probably better to put in the 3 yellow ones first. So we've got a little bit of a broken stem there. I can use that flower just to hide that. And start to place our flowers. So again, just make sure that all your foliage is off. Anything that sits in the water is going to cause a problem for your bouquet to last. And actually after this whole holiday period, it's quite nice to bring something into the house that's really quite colourful, just a little bit of sunshine really just to cheer us up. So maybe not the flowers that I would choose if I had loads of flowers, but the ones that I really wanted to feature were these tulips. So the great thing with tulips is they're going to grow in different directions, and they're going to add lots of character to this bouquet. So I'm just going to feed them in. And that's the great thing about creating a framework with your foliage first, is really it allows you to then place your flowers exactly where you want them and to put them to where you want them with the best effect. So I'm quite happy for the tulips to just grow everywhere and anywhere. I think that's really one of the beautiful things about them, is that they do their own thing, and they just have a lot of movement and a lot of interest. And that's really our bouquet. So I've got a couple of little pieces of ivy here that are just a little bit longer, so we can put them in just to give us a little bit of a line coming from that. And then just to finish, I've got some twine. Now, I like to go round the bouquet a couple of times. So I'm just holding that first part of the twine with my hand. And then we can tie that off. So the great thing about doing a bouquet where you've tied it is you're getting the flowers to sit where you want, but then it's very easy to change the water in your vase. So this is the vase that I'm going to use, and I'm using this one because it's got the earthy colours and it's a nice heavy vase, so this is just going to sit in there perfect. So with a pair of secateurs, we're just going to cut that. And actually, you probably want them to be a little bit shorter than you think, because when you put them into the vase, you'll find that it will sit a little bit higher than what you thought. And there we go. We've got quite a nice, colourful winter bouquet, and just something that you can bring into the house, start to really enjoy the foliage and the flowers, and just enjoy feeling like spring has arrived and starting to get that colour. So I hope you've enjoyed this simple bouquet tutorial. If you have, click here to subscribe. We have lots of videos coming up, and we'd love you to join us for those. So click and subscribe, and that keeps you up to date, especially if you tap the bell. So thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.